What's up, Westworld fans? We have actual footage from Season 2 of Westworld, and we are going to break it all down for you. We're just going to be going over a few major aspects of this trailer that I think are important to take away from the minute 50 of footage we've been provided. So all you need to do is switch into analysis mode and take it all in. So let's jump back into Westworld. Over this past weekend, we have been treated to the teaser trailer for Season 2 of Westworld thanks to San Diego Comic-Con. So the first point I do want to make about this trailer is the point that it exists at all is kind of amazing. What I mean by this is Westworld has been shooting for just under a week, and we've been provided with visuals of multiple events. This leads me to believe one of two things. Either all the scenes we see are taking place in the first episode, or more than likely, they shot the scenes out of order as Nolan is known to do anyways, specifically for this teaser trailer. We all know we will not be picking up right where we left off in Season 1. If you guys haven't seen any of my past Westworld news updates, I do them weekly, sometimes even multiple videos per week. Make sure to go down in the information below and check them out. So, besides that, I think it's safe to say that we will not be seeing the events that we start to see take place at the Season 1 finale, if you want to refer to it as the robot or host apocalypse, the rebellion of the host. I think it's safe to say that we'll be experiencing these events through a series of flashbacks. One of these scenes is the scene that we are seeing with Dolores hunting down what seems to be guests since they're dressed in modern day clothing. I think this is most likely a flashback in one of the first scenes where we see Bernard looking at a Bengal tiger is probably closer to where the actual timeline will start off for Season 2. And like I said, we'll get a lot of the host rebellion through flashbacks. So for the first major aspect I think we should be looking at in this trailer is something I took note of, no pun intended, and that is the piano that we're so used to starting off our episodes and our stories. But this is not the same piano that we saw in Season 1. Not only are the aesthetics of the piano different, but the tune it's playing is quite a departure from the song choices of Season 1, where we had Rolling Stones and Soundgarden and other hard rock classics and more recent metal hits. We are actually treated to a Sammy Davis Jr. song. And this just isn't any Sammy Davis Jr. song. This song is I've Gotta Be Me. Now, I'm not going to try to sing the lyrics of the song for you guys, but I'm going to leave the link in the description box of the lyrics, just so you guys can see how much this song really embodies the theme of Westworld as a whole, and especially the story they're going to be specifically telling in Season 2. There's a lot of connection with not only the hosts, but the human characters in the story, specifically the Man in Black. Here are just a few lyrics to give you an idea. I want to live and not merely survive, and I won't give up this dream of life that keeps me alive. It's gotta be me, it's gotta be me. This dream that I see makes me what I am. Whether I'm right or whether I'm wrong, whether I find a place in this world or never belong. What else can I be but what I am? I think this perfectly embodies a lot of our characters, host and human, perfectly, and shows us the direction that they are going for Season 2. Moving on to a very telling scene of Bernard looking over the body of what looks to be a Bengal tiger. Now, I think that this is a nod to Samurai World for sure. A Bengal tiger is not an animal they would place in Westworld. It's primarily a tiger that's found in the Far East, specifically Asia and Bangladesh. So I think this is a little nod for us that, yes, some of the parks, and this is exactly what I was hoping for, are going to start bleeding into one another. That we are not just going to jump straight into Samurai World, but we are going to start to see a little bit of crossover here. What we see next is really exciting as well because it finally confirms for all of you warriors out there, something a lot of us have known for a while, but yes, Subs is back, and he's in one of these all-terrain vehicles that it seems like the staff is driving around in. This appears to be where I believe we'll be picking up. So we get to see Bernard, who is still holding his cards close to his chest. He's playing both ends still. Bernard has lived a majority of his life believing he is a human, not a host, so it would only be logical to think that he's going to be sympathizing with the humans over the hosts right off the bat. And it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to keep his actual status as a host a secret from the rest of the staff and the rest of the hosts. Also, again, if you haven't seen any of my other recent videos about Westworld Season 2 news, there have been 2 new confirmed cast members, and one in particular is already being credited with being a sort of savior for the humans. Make sure to check out that video that will be in the description below. But I just don't think that it's going to be all hosts united against man, since there's only 47 of these hosts known to actually have the programming to even be able to hypothetically achieve self-awareness, consciousness, whatever you want to call it, the potential for sentience. as we see in the trailer, which looks to be Lawrence, who has been strung up by either a host or a human. And I'm putting money on a host. Maybe he wasn't playing too well with others. We also do see Maeve and Lee in the actual facility still, when Maeve is still obviously pursuing her goals and what her mission is, even though she's found her quote-unquote sentience, but she is looking for the daughter that she once had. So they're not all going to be in agreement, and a large percentage of the hosts who don't have the programming making it possible to reach sentience are going to be, I think, at odds with our hosts who have achieved it. For a simple comparison, as the Neanderthals and modern-day humans. Obviously, Neanderthals were wiped out by modern-day Homo sapiens. So I think that there'd be a lot of confusion and a lot of anger, too, with the hosts that have achieved a higher level of intelligence or self-awareness, with the hosts that are still falling in line with their programming. This would all be utilizing a classic storytelling technique used by George R.R. Martin, which he got from Faulkner, which is the greatest struggle that you can engage in with a character is a battle within their own hearts. So the inner conflict. And I think we're going to see that with all of our characters right now. And then the trailer ends, of course, with the Man in Black not looking to be in the best shape physically, but of course, with his mental state, he does give us a smile to let us know that he is enjoying his psychopathic death game that he's currently able to engage in. It'll be really interesting to see where he's going to be going this season as well, or if he's going to even make it out. So that's it for the trailer, guys. Hope that was helpful. I know there's a lot of other ones out there, so I just want to touch on a few major points and themes that I thought were important. And I want to know what you guys want to see in Season 2 of Westworld. Again, if you have not seen any of my videos before, make sure to check them out in the description below, and I will see you guys soon.